If you've ever done your research on any kind of basic training or anything like that, you're going to see these guys running around with these weird looking hats that are brown that go around in circles. It's kind of funny. Those are known as drill sergeants. And on day zero, which is pickup day, they're going to run on the bus and they're going to scream to get the hell off their bus. And you have to get everyone off the bus as fast as you possibly can. And while you're running up to your company, they're going to be sitting there screaming, yelling at you, telling you to do all this crazy crap and all that. And at least at my unit, we had to hold our laundry bag over our heads. And when we were holding them over our heads, they would run up and down in between each squad, screaming and yelling, saying, hold them up, hold them up. And the idiot behind me decided that he didn't want to hold his bag up no more, so he decided to lean forward a little bit and put his bag on top of mine. And that was kind of funny because for the rest of basic, he said I was a lazy piece of crap. Yeah, sure, go for that. And yeah, you know how that goes. So while they're running up and down, they're screaming, yelling at you, and all that. And then they have this big truck that they typically use to transport troops and supplies and stuff like that. That's holding on to all your duffel bags and all your other equipment that you brought from reception. And then you got to run out there and grab that and bring it back to your drill floor as fast as you can. And the drill sergeants give you like 2 minutes to go through 200 something bags. And if you don't find your bag fast enough, don't worry, the drill sergeants will find it for you, and that's not a good idea. Then they pull you into different spots. So like my platoon went over by the motor pool for my unit, and we had to go through our inventory and all that to see what we had and then make sure we had all our stuff. And you have to hold it up so the drill sergeants can mark it down that you have it, and then you just throw it all back in a duffel bag. I will say this though, drink all the water you can at reception, because if you pass out at basic training, which it's going to be hard to keep hydrated if you don't get hydrated before, and if you pass out at basic at Fort Jackson, the drill sergeants will literally come over and smack the living crap out of you and make sure that you're passed out. And then they're going to throw these ice sheets on you. They're going to strip you down to bare skin, and then they're going to wrap you up in sheets that sit in ice and water. And then they're going to call the paramedics to come get you, and that's not something you want to have. And trust me, if you can survive the first 3 weeks of basic, I can guarantee you this, you're going to graduate as long as you can pass the PT test. Because the first 3 weeks are the hardest 3 weeks you'll ever do at all basic. And then it, of course, gets a little harder because your body gets worn down, you're exhausted, lack of sleep, lack of nutrition, and all that. But the first 3 weeks are going to be the worst because they're going to nitpick on every little thing that you do, and it's not something you want to screw up at a basic training. But if you can survive it, don't worry, you'll do good. Have fun out there.